praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem HaKadosh. We also want to give double honors to our elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. And we want to say peace and salutations to the elect, the hopeful elect, to the beloved brothers, you know, the sincere sisters that may be tuning in. To you we say shalom, and may Yahweh Shema Shai keep you, you know, bless you in your households. All right? And we give double honors to our elders and apostles. And we also want to say Tawadi Yahweh Shema Shai for putting on our spirit to come out to the highways, hedges, as you see, a byway, okay? Because the time is nigh. You know, it says in Matthew 24, it is even at the door. So now with it being a so-called new year, we see every day it's a new notification. You know, all since 2020, right? 2020, 2023, niggas and niggettes, excuse my language, was looking for the notification from a shorty, a job, a new party or club, while the prophets was hastily waiting on the notifications from the Lord. And now we're seeing it pop off. You got Yemen and the Houthis, right? Houthis and Blowfish, they're popping right now. Yep. You got it. You got it, brother.
I got a precept.
Yeah, bring it up.
All right. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, starting from the top.
Good, yep.
Book of Joel, chapter 3 and 1 says, "For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem."
Right, the Lord bringing us out of this captivity, okay? Like he's pulling it off of us. So we're being liberated, which makes me think about I was sore displeased with the heathen because they furthered the affliction when the Lord was lessening the punishment, you know? And then we always like to bring out for secular history, when we so-called got freed, which we didn't get freed, we just went from private ownership to state ownership, hence state property. When they issued that decree in 1865, Esau, the Pike, Albert Pike, they instituted a very oppressive gang known as the Triple Ks, which Triple K is the equivalent of 33 in Freemasonry. So they created a satanic gang to sacrifice Jake. That's why you think they was burning the cross. And Esau, he promotes early Christianity to Anglo-Saxons, which that's us. But they just happen to take over it, you know, and the whitewashing and Esau. So Esau, because Esau, he's even in Project Metaghetto. You know how they got us under there? They're white supremacists on that list too. White Christians supremacists. So vocab, you an extremist too, nigga. So you on the list too, buddy.
I got, this is Zechariah 1, verse 15. It says, "And I am very angry with the nations that feel secure. I was only a little angry, but they went too far with the punishment."
Right, what he say? You've gone too far, man.
Right.
You know, Esau went too far with it. You know, because we got the curses that were put upon us as a people, but the extent that Esau went, he not only Hellenized us, it like he went OD with us being cut off from our heritage, you know? Keep going.
Back in the book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 2. Joel 3 and verse 2. "I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat."
Yeah, the valley of what you know as the Lord's decision, and the decision's already been made because it says the end was declared from the beginning. So we don't have to have this indecisive thought of what's next. We are waiting on what's next. When it's 12 o'clock, you're waiting on one. You're not, well, is one gonna get here? No, we know through faith, and then now with knowledge, with the Holy Spirit, we know what's literally coming next. So that's why we're excited when we see Yemen in the crosstalks, when we see Amalek. And now Amalek, hey, this guy's the new nigga, man. You know, he's literally climbing out the gutters, getting caught. Y'all saw that?
Yeah.
He popped up and he looked around. Yeah. His fitted stayed on perfect, you know?
What would they call him? They call him sewer rat.
Yep.
He popped out the sewer like
Literally.
a rat.
Yep. Can you get Jeremiah 49 and 10 real quick? Real fast, let's get that. So everyone's out here getting exposed. And we sitting back just enduring. You know, we sitting out, nah, I'm good. We catching our little hell, but feeling the blessings. But everybody else, they're showing you it's not worth betting on Babylon. People are betting on Babylon and losing tremendously. But the pride, they don't want to let it go. It's like a casino. One more dollar, right? One more, I might win, because that's the spell. Babylon makes you think this time you could win. You're not going to win betting on Babylon. Babylon was never set to win. Look at ancient Babylon. Even ancient Babylon shows you that. Jeremiah.
This is the book of Jeremiah 49 and verse 10. Jeremiah 49 and verse 10. But I have made Esau bare.
Right, I made him bare. So, you know, you see the brother, he's got the garment, the mantle. So then when you look at Esau, he's got the badge. Shalom, bro.
Shalom.
He's got the badge, he's got the gun, he's got the gavel. So he's making bare all these items. You know, Isaiah 14 says he's as a murdereth cloth. If you want to hold Joel and get Isaiah 14, and it's above 21. It's like, try around 17 or 18. It says, 19.
Okay.
Watch this, brothers. Check this. This is how Esau is described in the Bible. All right?
This is Isaiah 14 and verse 19. It says, but thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch.
Right. Abominable. You can't touch that. That's like a pig tree. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even touch it.
Yeah.
Don't go near it. Don't eat from it. And that's the tree the serpent gave to Eve, was the knowledge of pigism. You know, the knowledge of evil and unclean and wickedness. Keep going.
It says, and as the raiment of those that are slain.
Boom. He's as the remnant of Ricky's shirt. Remember in Boys in the Hood? That's what the Lord is saying Esau is. If you saw a murdered victim, you wouldn't put that clothes on. You can't even, why, That's what he's equated to. And he has not hated blood. This is a bloody man we're dealing with. And now the blood, he can't stop the blood flowing out into the streets. He's done so much of it that now the bodies are pouring out of his 2-bedroom apartment. Like, what's that sicko, Dahmer? Remember the neighbor who he gave a sandwich to? Yep. She said his apartment smells funny. Well, that's what's in the air right now. It don't smell right here. It don't look believable. Jimmy Kimmel had to do a 10-minute segment explaining how his ass ain't an island boy because they're getting exposed.
Did you see that one in, I think it's Jackson, Mississippi, behind the prison? They had
215.
No, it was 617.
Oh,
it was 215 that they were able to identify.
Oh, wow.
But the coroner know who they are because they had to go into the records, but they not telling them people, and then their organs is missing.
And I'm glad you just said that because that's what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Now prisoners are being used as cases law against them. There was a movie that came out years ago. It was with Kevin Bacon, but in the movie they was killing boys. They was doing shit to them, but they was killing boys. And then it took one in particular inmate to finally expose what was going on behind the wall. Because what Esau has done is he's taking credibility away from someone known as a criminal. But Yahushua was labeled amongst transgressors. So that's why he's going to have to persecute us. So now what we're saying, it won't be justified. It won't have as much impact.
Validity.
Yeah, validity, because he's a felon. He's a criminal. He's a wanted man. How could you listen to him? See? Finish Isaiah.
Back in Isaiah 14, finishing off 19, it says, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword.
See?
That go down to the stones of the pit as a carcass trodden under feet.
That's what Esau is referred to, as a carcass that's been trodden underfoot. He's abominable. But now we're seeing that more, even though we know it, we're actually seeing it in real time. So let's go back to Jeremiah.
Yep.
All these prophets got something to say about this in particular man or nation that now certain people are claiming is done away with, but we're like, wait, we're saying you're those people. So of course you're gonna. It's like the cops come and look for somebody. Here he up. He puts his disguise on. The cops say, "Have you seen?" He's like, "He went that way." You know, that's what he went over there. He's over there. No, bro. No.
Back in Jeremiah 49 and
it was still being Joel.
And verse 10. Jeremiah 49 and verse 10, it says, "But I have made Esau bare.
Yep.
I have uncovered his secret places."
Boom. So we found out. Oh, thank you. We found out. We gotta be careful. I mean,
Yeah,
this
that's
puddle
why-
right here.
Yeah, I just noticed that earlier.
You know. I mean, we could move there if brothers want, but Lord's will would be all right. I don't know to read that again. We gotta be mindful out in Babylon. Read that again, brother.
Looks like it. Jeremiah 49 and verse 10, it
Yeah,
says,
let me say that too. You got to be mindful while you're here in Babylon, all right? Because this shit is a booby trap. If you get in your car, lock your door. You know what I'm saying? This is real out here, you know? Because you gotta look. The men of the Lord were justified by their faith, but the Lord had them in a position as a man too. Like Noah was a man dealing with wood, gopher wood. Yo, you could cut yourself just running your finger along wood. You know, splinter, it's hard work. You know, it's hard work how tall it was. So you gotta be mindful of those things. And since I'm being mindful, I think we should move. I do, cause I just don't want that to happen. I can see it happening. But we're over here because of the wind. So I mean, we could try it right there.
You want to tuck around here?
Yeah, we could try to tuck in right there and just see. Just so brothers could be all right, you know? Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, exactly. So let's just kind of tuck right in over here, I guess. Got the who that Ira? That's Baal. Molech. Shit, Lord's will the wind stop, you know? So let's just do it right here and just see what happens. Is that everything? We just don't want no demon to do what a demon do. You want to grab it, brother? You got Jeremiah? Are you getting in, Barar? All right, yeah. So back in Jeremiah 49. All right. Let's just pray. You know, we want the destroying wind, but we don't want this wind on us right now.
Back in Jeremiah 49 and verse 10. "But I have made Esau bare.
Yep.
I have uncovered his secret places."
See, his secret places. So going back to what happened in the Big Apple, hey, that was a secret.
Yeah.
That was a secret, but you know what's crazy? Those are low levels.
Yeah.
Those is low levels. They see the higher ups. They got where police can't go. Okay, they got where police can't go. But that, to me, I speak as a man. But to me, I believe that they allowed that to happen to them.
Yeah.
I believe that someone did that to expose them, because that was their place of worship. See what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, we'll find out. But you know, Esau, he'll turn on himself. You know?
What type of wickedness is it?
Oh, they was doing it, bro. Ephesians, was that 5 and 12 real quick? It's a shame. They was doing it, bro.
I believe it.
You know, they was doing what you think.
Well, because some of them was chasing the other ones that were, I think they said 15 youth of them was the ones responsible for that. That's what they said. But, you know, they was mad at the other ones that was doing the shit. So there was some secret shit going on.
Got that?
Yep. This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 12. Ephesians 5, verse 12. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret.
Right. So the things that take place here in Babylon, which really is to give Babylon its power, because Babylon bases its main power off the Queen of Heaven, which is complete contrary to what Yahweh Shemel Shai set up. So Babylon uses, read it again for him.
It says, for it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret.
Right, because it's a shameful act of what they're doing. But now, back in Jeremiah, those secret places of shame are being exposed. And they're losing it. Niggas was flipping tables.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They was upset, but it's only gonna increase from here. You know, things is gonna heighten. So expect us to be put out there too. Cause listen, when you deal with Esau, he said this shit bigger than Nino Brown. If he going down, everybody going down. That's why, can you get that in Psalm 64? Their tongue fall upon themselves. They not about to just go down and that's it. He pointing fingers. They got evidence. So you got Esau having tension because their slice of the pie ain't as big as the master, you know? 8, I think. Yeah. Yep, verse 8.
This is,
I mean, low key, you can start at 1.
okay,
If
I'll start at
just start at 1. I recommend it. You know.
This is Psalm 64. We're going to start from the top. Psalm 64 and 1. Hear my voice, O Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy.
So when brothers read Psalms, what you should do is you should turn that into your prayer. So we need to pray to Yahweh to preserve our life from the enemy. You know, we have to pray Psalm 17 and 13 when the sword comes, that his blessing is of no effect unto us. You know, Isaiah, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So those are things we got to start taking consideration for us, because we're in a time now where it's going to get to a level of all I got is my faith. That's what Paul was telling the Galatians, where he was pushing Abraham to him and not the law, you know, because you got to think what was given first, the promise through faith. So now we need to enact the ability of our promise of that faith, because other people, they're gonna rely on carnality, you know. They're gonna measure up. I got this many bullets, I got this many cans, so I got this many days. So they're limiting life through the aspect of carnality. We can't allow that, man. We can't allow carnality to limit the Lord. I can do all things through Hamashiach who strengthened me.
Or how we feel to back you up.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
Because it says Abraham believed the Lord and it was accounted unto him for righteousness.
Yup.
You know?
Yup.
This is Psalm 64 and verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Boom! What's the Holy Spirit bringing out right now? Secret counsels. Now, if a secret, Rev 12 and 12, if Ira, you want to get Rev 12 and 12, brother? Thank you, brother. Now, it says a secret counsel, right? If you found out that your ass is getting revealed, you about to do something. Every great crime movie shows before a criminal goes down, he's taking the crime family with him. Because I'm about to go down. So you about to reveal my secret? Now I'm exposed. Read that real quick.
The book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Earth, of the earth, and of the sea.
Yep.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Boom. So now, boom, Mr. Anderson, the police are coming. So now, I gotta do it, you know? Because they got all types of plans. Remember in Revelations, they're gonna try to have the bunkers destroy them before Yahushua get to them. So they have plans to, if something goes wrong. Esau's a thinker. He's a critical hunter. So when you have a critical hunter and he's been given the field, which the field is the earth, didn't it say the man turned it into a wilderness? So he's turned this wilderness into a booby trap, like the movie Predators. When they landed on the island, everywhere they stepped, if something happened. So that's what he's doing now. So there's going to be a great chain reaction to the exposing of Amalek. And the last time you hear Amalek, do y'all brothers know where? In Psalms 83. That's the last time you hear of Amalek is under a crafty counsel.
I got an article real quick.
Okay. Yeah. And then you're still in Psalms, right? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now check this out. This is from Share the Fan Plan. It says, will 2024 be the year everyone realizes a one world government will rule humanity.
Yes, yes, that's exactly what's you're gonna find out. Because who's the head honcho? Esau. Job. One scripture. This proves you how powerful the Bible is. Job 9:24. The earth was given into the hand of the wicked. That's it. So the earth. That proves why he wants a world government, because the earth was given to him. So he's saying, instead of just Yonkers, nigga, I want, you know what I mean?
You want it all.
I want it all.
Well, he's not satisfied.
Habakkuk,
They,
Habakkuk, he says he has more than heart could wish.
he's as hell.
Yup. Oh, well, it says a covetous man will not be satisfied with his portion. So he's not satisfied just having niggas and spits. I need more. I want their offsprings that may look like me.
You gotta implant.
Right.
Like this there.
Yep. And this is why Allen Iverson is going to play a major. See, we sound crazy. You got these guys there saying Allen Iverson is going to be controlling the world. But it's a parable.
Well, that's like when Yahushua said, in 3 days I will turn it out.
Yeah.
No?
See, this is what we said. That alley's looking promising. Brothers, all right? Yeah. Let's just, yeah. We'll just be mindful.
Unless we like to pray turn our backs look that way. Have the wind come,
Yeah, we could do that. Just turn it. Yeah. Well, the mic's this way. So let's just do it to the mic this way. You brothers, just bear with us. If y'all just want to, and then if it snowed too, you're under the covering and, you know, oh my bad. Hey, this is, you know, what you want. You know, we don't got a school inside. What was the points we were making?
I got an article and I got Psalm 64.
Yeah, let's go back.
All right. Back in the article.
We at the end, brothers. We at the end, though. No, this is it. Look, we all enduring together. You know, it's like being on the ship. It's shaking. We still on it, though. You know? Oh, and y'all see the Book of Clarence yet? Y'all look like the cast.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you, the whole entire Book of Clarence, everybody's a Jake, except for the Romans.
Yep.
Everybody in the Book of Clarence is a Jake, and they tell you we're in Jerusalem.
Yep.
They showed John the Baptist. He looked like one of the pictures the brother Manatazak makes out there in LA and San Fran. You know the pictures with the big beards. That's how they look in the movie. Wow. They show you how it's shy as dark as you. They showed you how it's shy stopping rocks.
Yeah.
They showed him delivering Mary. Mary Magdalene is Shumpert's wife.
Tiana Taylor.
Oh, wow.
Gianna Taylor. That's Mary Magdalene. Wow. Yeah. Peter looked like you, bro.
Yeah,
Yo, the
just,
movie's fire.
Yeah, yo, just like you.
Yo, I'm telling you,
Where'd you catch it on?
I went to the movies. Yeah, I went there in a box full of demons, but we had to pray. It sounded like a little creature was chewing to my right. This white and black woman was talking behind us. Then somebody said when they showed Mary was old girl from Suicide Squad, the main boss lady.
Oh yeah.
Olivia or something, Parker. But when they showed Mary, the white woman said Mary's supposed to be white. So they had a problem seeing truth. That movie's controversial.
And they admitted that it was sex.
And then the movie, Mary, the mother of Yahushua, she said virgin has two meanings, either unsexed or unmarried girl.
Oh, wow.
She said it right in the movie, man.
Yeah, it was like she was like, we had just like that. We did the do.
Jay-Z's demonic ass. But there's false in it too. There's scoffing in it too. So of course you spit the bones out. But what they did was don't focus on Clarence as the character. They're using and Clarence is Thomas's unbelieving brother, Doubting Thomas. So they had the disciples in there. Every single disciple was a Jake. Every single disciple was a Jake. But then in the movie that you follow a man by the name of Clarence, but what they did was they used his character to show different accounts of the movie or of the Bible. So they would have when he said forgive them for they know not what they do. So John the Baptist slapped Clarence because he said you trying to come up to me and swindle to have Jesus say that you believe in him because he owed somebody some money. But John the Baptist was in the water basically when he said, "Who has preached the kingdom unto you, O generation of vipers?" And he came, he said, and he smacked them, and then he started drowning them. So they showed them they're all steer.
Right. Yeah.
And then they showed Judas selling out. Yo, the fire movie. Everybody, it's a so-called black person movie. It's an all-black cast. It'd be like on Tubi under black cinema.
Yeah. Yep.
It's on Tubi.
No, it's not.
Oh, I thought it was on Prime. It's on Prime. Right?
You could order it on Prime.
Oh,
I just went and seen it though. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I had to share that with y'all. Fire though.
Hey, call on, man.
Yep.
The truth is coming.
Yep. And it made us feel like kings in the theater. Because it's like, can you get Ezekiel 39 and 23? Because if you look and you say, if these people, black people, are the children of Israel, then who are the black people in America?
Right.
Who were brought to America? It made me feel powerful. Because now the world has to acknowledge a different lens of truth. And it looked right.
Yeah.
It looked legitimate.
Yeah.
Don't Netflix got a movie on there they portray one of the prophets on there was black. It's on Netflix.
I believe so. But see, right, they only do one.
Yeah.
But in this movie, there was only one Edomite, and everybody else was Jake. And the only Edomites were the Romans, and the Romans acted like New York City cops.
Yep.
They pulled up on them and said, "Give me your papers."
Yep.
This shit was fire. Read this.
Ezekiel 39 and verse 23. Ezekiel 39, verse 23. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity
So,
for their iniquity.
So if they knew we went into captivity, you don't think they don't know that we're the Israelites?
Right.
Why would they make an all-black cast about the Bible? Right? Why else would they do that? Because they know when Cat Williams walked across, was it GMS?
Arkansas.
GMS Arkansas. He said, "Yo, Cat, you Israelite." He said, "I didn't do that." You see? So they know. They know. They probably got to tell Jake who they are, then make them sacrifice. That's what makes sense. Why the mark got to be a conscious decision. You need to agree to this. Humiliation ritual. And that nigga Kid Cudi came out with some Skechers and a fucking dress on, all ready and willing. That's why 2/3 gotta go. 2/3 gotta go because they giving in to these heathens. But so why was there a movie made of an all-black cast in Jerusalem in the time of Yahushua? Because they know we're the people.
So that's kept secret.
Yup. One of the biggest identity thefts. And then the counterpart, the one who got our identity, now he's being exposed. Jake talking about, "I'm gonna get it from the gutter." Well, Amalek's crawling out of one.
Yep.
Read that again.
It reads, and the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity.
Right, like that beautiful woman who proceeded to be a heathen. She said, I just found out you blacks, you don't know. You need to come back. I think she called him like Yahweh, but we get it. But she was like, you need to come. She's holding a little black baby. You know what I mean? She's like, you need to come back. Because they're being oppressed. Heathens know Proverbs 29:2. Proverbs 29:2. The heathens know that we need to be in rulership because they got a bad taste in their mouth from this liquor. You know what Esau did? He packaged up some fire ass, like what's an expensive good liquor? Like what'd you say, like 1738, let's say. And then the nigga put E&J in it. And then he ain't just put E&J, he put water with it. And they thought they bought the creme de la creme. That's what these heathens feel like.
Yeah.
Like, yo, we thought we bought something good from you, and now we got gut rot. You got that?
This is Proverbs 29, verse 2.
Jake put up the two fingers like this. Both of them did. You got it.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Now, when you go into that word people, it goes specifically of the nation of Israel.
Yep.
So the first people that are going to rejoice when righteousness is in authority is us. Okay? We're going to rejoice. Because we got to knock sense back into these heathens, man.
We have to get our payback.
Yup. That's a good point. Yep. So it's going to be a righteous, what the hell is it called?
A recompense.
No, when you get a job, is orientation, and you got to sit there and get indoctrinated. And
Yeah.
make sure when you fold the patty, smile. Like that shit. So watch. When you say Shalom, make sure you bow. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, you're going to come up with 2 knots. Read that again.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Yes.
But when the wicked bears rule, the
People mourn. So they're mourning. They're mourning, man. So even these heathens, going back, because we're holding Joel 3, why you think they're raging right now? They're imagining a vain thing because Esau did such a bad job that they're like, nigga, I'll make a McDonald's burger now because you ain't doing it. He said he made soda, but when it goes to the UK, they got to drop 50% of the ingredients. They're like, yo, we can't even do it no more. We can't do the dollar with you. They're at odds end. This is why they're raging. If this is why they won't learn more anymore in our kingdom, because they'll say, surely this is a wise and noble nation. See? But under Esau, they like, yo, our daughters are turned out, Western civilization, the culture. I don't want to name my son Brad no more. You know? What were you?
Look one for you.
Yeah, wait, what were you reading, Marar?
Back in Ezekiel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what you finished Proverbs? Okay. Yep, get yours. I just don't want to lose our points, but we flowing. You got it, brother.
This Jeremiah 51
It all ties.
and verse 7. Jeremiah 51 and verse 7.
I know.
And it says, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand.
Right, and who holds a golden cup? A king. See? And a golden cup, or it's known as a chalice, all right, is a precious instrument. And then what's bared in it, as this wine that I sip shall be the nations under me. You know? Read that again.
Yep. It says, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand.
Yep.
That made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken it for wine.
Yep.
Therefore, the nations are mad.
And you know what? We're one of the first nations that went mad. Literally crazy. It makes me think of the scene in Roots. Fiddler was talking to Toby, and he was explaining to Toby how Christmas was coming, and Kunta said, "What's Christmas?" And Fiddler said, "Well, shit, I don't know, but I get some corn whiskey, and the white people treat me good." So you know what I mean? So we got tripped out in slavery under Esau's bugged out ass. And that's another thing. Esau has changed his ideology depending on the season. Because he was gun-ho on the Bible, right? Servants, obey your master. Remember that Birth of a Nation?
Yeah.
Fat nigga. Remember he said that?
Yeah.
And I can't remember what Nat Turner said back, but then after that, and then was evolution a doctrine during slavery? It wasn't. It didn't come out. So then evolution came about. You know, and then you start looking and that gluten. He's always changing. He's always changing the wine that he's forcing you to accept. You know?
He can't keep his lies straight.
He can't. Because when you have one lie, you have to keep lying, because then you forget what you started lying about.
Yep.
The Romans. I think it was Saturnalia. One of the pagan days. We read it years ago. I think Malak, you were there. But basically, I think the Romans forgot why they were even celebrating Saturnalia or Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
They said, man, we forgot why we're doing it. But they just kept doing it, dancing naked, having orgies. But they forgot where it came from. They just kept doing it. You know, like in the movie American History X, when he was in prison, he was portraying Esau. He said, we're going to go out and kill some niggers. I don't know why, but we're just going to go kill them. Because that's how Esau, he don't know half the time what he doing. A bunch of Bidenites. Keep going.
Jeremiah 51 and verse 8, it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, and so be she may be healed.
So it's going to be a sudden.
Yeah.
You know, you going to get some coffee, and suddenly, I'm sorry, it's going to happen. The computers are down. So, but then you had read it, they said they feel secure. And where were you? Remember earlier? Zechariah?
Yeah.
When you did a translation.
They forward the affliction. But
Yeah.
They went too far.
But then they said, we feel secure, right?
Yeah.
So the point is, when this shit happens, people are not gonna think that it's an end. You see? They're gonna think, oh, the computers are down right now. Oh, the gas is just down right now. You know? Oh, my phone, I must not paid my bill right now. So there's gonna be things that's gonna come to their mind when judgment happens, and it's not gonna be that this is the end. It's just, oh, let me call customer service. Let me call an automated AI to talk to make me feel comforted.
I'll read it again. Zechariah 1 and 15. It's the KJV. It says, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease.
Yep, that are at ease, see? They're at ease. I was listening to this video. I've been on Glenn Beck for a while. Shout out to him. He's been going in. And the dude broke it down. He said, if, remember Simpson, she called it EPA, but if an EMP were to hit, if an electromagnetic pulse were to hit, they said within, I think, 10 minutes or less, man, the number was like 100,000 would die. Yeah. You know why? Because you know, look how many crafts you have flying in the air. Leave the World Behind showed you that. Knock on the Cabin showed you that. Planes dropping because they would lose power. So then it would plummet. Yep. All the people, then wherever it lands, see? And then it could cause chain reaction. So the within minutes of electricity going out, hundreds of thousands of people have perished within minutes, and then it'll just continue. You know, you can say something like that.
Remember that guy, that plane landed right on his house. It didn't hit nobody else's house but his.
Yep.
But they just had a video where a military jet had crashed. People were like on the deck having a good old time party, and they were recording like, look at this plane. It just keeps turning and going down, and it went over the hill. And you see, fell out the car.
Oh shit! Oh no!
He probably got car trouble.
Oh shit! He probably grabbed something and stuck it in his car.
Yeah, a treat. Well, since you said that, yo, while we were waiting in line to go see the Book of Clarence, this fucking white woman collapsed. Oh, wow. Boom! Then she slid down the soda. and no one did nothing. Nope. The manager. I'm the manager. When I say, do you know where you can buy tickets? Cause I had cash. Cause we're being shut out society. If you have cash, you're being shut out. So I'm like, and he said, he's talking and shit all pompous, and he said, yeah, over there. I look over, it's like it's like 30 people in 4 lines. Like, damn, the movie's starting in 10 minutes. How the hell I'm gonna get to the movie? I'm like, whatever, I'm gonna wait. So we waiting. I ain't gonna lie, I said, man, nigga should be on his job. I'm telling my son he should be on his business. You the manager, you need to manage something. Yeah. So in the midst of me saying that to myself, old girl just said, that's all you heard? Oh shit, I watched her slide down, Cheetos fell. She hit the thing. But this is the craziest part is, bro, it was like a mannequin challenge. Everybody was like this. Wow. Yeah. Because they all were trying to keep Babylon image going. And then the manager who's supposed to manage, he went like this behind the employee. And he's looking, I said, look at all these motherfuckers. I said, they're not ready. This play, they got everything. It's like they want to wear the uniform, but they're not ready to go to war. What Cat Williams say to Shay say?
Hop on that line, boy.
Hop on that line, boy. But my point, they not ready to hop on that line. They're not ready to carry the logs.
It looks good on paper.
It looks good on paper. That's a perfect way I would say it. It looks good from far, but far from good.
Hop on that line, boy.
They not ready. You got people that are in the police that ain't ready, in the military. All these certain positions, they just in those positions because of book power.
Oh, it says the mighty men of Babylon are forborn to fight.
Yup. But you seen that? You see that all the time. Jake, Walla, and Esau. I watched a video where the Jake punched the CO, and the CO that was with him, the nigga was acting like he was trying to find him, and they were right there. So the camera exposed it, and then when they finally got him down, this nigga was like this, like he was holding him. They're not ready. These people, paramedics, they're not ready. The governors, the mayors, they're not ready. Yep. They're acting, man. They're acting.
He was fighting out all these on lake yesterday.
Oh, wow.
And with security, like, I'm on break. They're not ready, bro. This place is not ready for it. What we holding?
I'm finishing off Zechariah 1 and 15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen. That's the spirit.
Yep.
That are at ease.
Yep.
For I was a little displeased, and they help forward the affliction.
Right, we're trying to get back to the Lord. You know, that's what we're doing. But if you notice, who's the biggest opponent stopping that? The heathens. Starting with the head honcho Esau. That's why he said, come, let us cut him off. Ishmael, like how? He said they like blunts, Newports, and beef patties. So that's what he gives you. You know, Moab, what can we get? You get salons. You know, you get this. The food.
Comfortability.
You know, so he's giving everyone a piece of the pie.
Yep.
But according to that pie that you're giving, you got to make sure what you're dishing out to Jake is poison.
Yep.
You can't be liberating them.
Yeah.
You can't give them no form of nationalism.
Yeah.
You know, not Ishmael, Elam. You want a liquor store? Sell dirty, cheap, dark liquor.
Oh, it says they suffer their bodies not to be
Put in graves. Yup.
Yeah.
So we don't got nothing proper here.
Yeah.
Why do you think we cleave to the Lord so much?
Yeah.
You know?
Dogs that lick our windows.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you
Yeah.
go.
And that's one thing too about the county council. Like when I was growing up, I thought buying, it's like I thought buying blunts and beef pat. I thought that was normal. You know, but that's how they keep Jake down because they think that's their life. You know.
Well, that's what's dangerous about altering reality is when you make someone think something that's abnormal is normal.
Mm-hmm.
That's dangerous because what that does is that creates a false sense of reality and you're slowly destroying yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he wants. But now the cat's out the bag. Now we're not destroying ourselves, you know? Jeremiah?
Yep. Back in Jeremiah 51, I got 49 too.
Yeah, and Psalm 64 still.
Jeremiah 51
Psalm 64.
and verse 9. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
Right, vote for me. I promise I can help you bring back the economy. That's what Obama was pushing. Now they got a mini Obama night. You see the little brown dusky nigga? He's another puppet. He's just shorter, but he's like gives you that Obama vibe. Oh, now you got the end of yelling on the internet that she got duped. Vote for Biden because she thought Kamala Harris was black. Told you, don't bet on Babylon, bro. Yeah, it's like when you buy a lottery ticket and it says you could win 10,000. Yeah, you could. That don't mean you're gonna. Your dumb ass fell for it, you know?
And it says, forsake her and let us go every one into his own country.
Yeah, well, this is how we're forsaking her. See? We're forsaking Babylon by what? By serving the Lord, you know? And we gotta do it. We gotta wiggle based off Babylon. We actually gotta wiggle like to serve the Lord as long as Babylon says, I don't need you today. You know? That's wicked to me. That's just because there's a system of a culture that we are struggling to stay in just to survive. Just to survive. Rent, car insurance, all these things you think about that you're paying just to stay in the fucking carnival. Just so you can keep eating your little fried dough. You know what I mean? A candy apple maybe. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying as an analogy. You know? You can't go off the grid, bro. You can't go live on your own. You can't say, you know what? I'm gonna go over to this free land and I'm gonna just build something and live. No. The only way that you could not be according to Babylon, you'd have to be a homeless in the street. You'd have to be like a deerlick. You'd have to be a wanderer living in one of the cutouts. And you can't even do that.
They had a Jake, he was it sounded like he ran into some of the brothers. Because he was like, no, today's the Sabbath. Like, he was living down in the sewer.
Oh shit.
The Edomite, the damn devil came, did an interview on him living in he was living in a drain hole.
The city's
You know what I'm
drain hole.
saying? Yeah. So when he came through and did that, I said, this damn devil gonna get him put out.
Yep.
Because he doing a damn special on him. He been living here for so many years. He got his own system and all that. And now he getting evicted. They sealed up the hole and kicked him out.
Well, the last hole they sealed it up, Amalek was in
He
it.
was a Jake. I believe he was a Northern Kingdom.
Well, that's why I say it's not our rest.
Yeah.
And Esau showed you that.
It was on White Street.
I think so. You probably saw it. Yeah.
Terrible. Let's keep going to Jeremiah. Terrible.
Back in Jeremiah 51 and verse 9, it says, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven.
Right, like the Tower of Babel. Y'all remember that? When they were building that tower, and then when it got oh so high, what happened? The Lord came down and smit it.
And it says,
He hakad it.
yep.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man.
And it says, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven,
Yup.
and is lifted up even to the skies.
Yup. And that's just like the Tower of Babel, fighting against the Lord. And there is a movement that it's before the 1600s, but there was a movement there was a movement called Frankism, which Frankism was an Edomite who declared himself to be Jacob. So his name was Jacob Franks, and they created a movement with Amalek when we were falling away in the Dark Ages. So when that happened, Esau stepped in and he was saying that he was Jacob reincarnated. Then you, or he was either one of the others before, but then you had the Sabbatean movement. And it was the year, I told y'all brothers, the year 1666 is where an Edomite claimed to be Jesus reincarnated. In the year 1666, so year 666, Esau portrayed himself to be our Lord, but he did that because the whole mission of Frankism or Sabbateanism was to commit an immoral act against the scriptures every day, because they said they believed that there was a certain number of wickedness that's allowed to happen in the earth before they had to force God to come back. This is the mindset that Esau be walking in, bro.
Man, what I just read earlier, that they bought Martian races, for Jay-Z, and I guess some females on Facebook.
Whoa! Yo, this is a year of scoffing.
Yeah.
You see Little Nas, Little Nasty?
Yeah.
That AI, that nigga's probably dead, and that's an AI. I'd never see him. You know how you'd be like, oh, they saw Adam Sandler at Best Buy. You know, you never see an outing of this dude, right?
Yeah.
The only time he's shown is wickedness, like Dwayne Wade's son, you know? So to me, I'm like, is this nigga does he even exist? Is he even real?
Plant.
You know? They're gonna get theirs. They're gonna get him.
Yep.
But this is a year of mocking, scoffing, and that's why it's the hope year of Jacob's trouble, man. Famine of the word, all this stuff is compiled into one. Because this, what we're doing, this is a big no-no. This is a big no-no to the elites, you know? But if we was doing a rap video, it's all good.
You know, and it's funny though that they always portray either God. They want to say either God or Yahweh, Yahweh. Could be a wonder, but they never say the devil is a wonder.
It's a good point.
Why is that?
That's
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
Now you're thinking, brother.
Yeah.
And that right there, that's the Queen of Heaven. You had Ariana Grande. She was riding the world. Y'all saw that? And then she said God was a woman or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is all the necessary blasphemies and heresies and offenses that must come before the end. You know, it says wickedness must abound. So it's got to increase. It's got to increase to a level to where when the judgment come, you say, damn, that's justified. Psalms 58 and 10. You got Psalm 64 and Joel 3. Okay. Isaiah 58 and 10. Isaiah 58 and 10. Let's read that loud, Baba Kashah. The wind and all that. We're going to get that, and we're going to get back to our initial points.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 10. And if thou draw out thy soul to Hungary and satisfy the afflicted soul, then shall thy light rise in obscurity, and thy darkness be as noonday.
Keep going.
And the Lord shall
Oh,
guide-
I said Isaiah. Damn, Psalms 58 and 10. Dang. Yeah, my bad. There must be some in Isaiah we need. Salakia. Psalms 58 and 10. I got Isaiah on the brain. My fault. Says a man slipped with his mouth, but not with his heart. Let's get that real quick, just to make the point. And Shalom, Yahweh Bashem El Shai, Bashem Rakakodash, Brakathum, to the brothers and sisters tuning in.
Shalom.
Keep enduring. Yup.
The book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 10. The righteous shall rejoice When he seeth the vengeance, he shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked.
Keep going.
So that a man shall say, verily, there is a reward of the righteous. Verily, he is Yahweh, the judges in the earth.
That's right. He's a just power that judges in the earth. So the time coming, what we've been so vexed at, when we see the judgment, we're going to say, surely this is a true power to serve. He's judging you. You know, you might talk through your teeth because you're going to finally see the necessary judgment that needs to take place. But all this has to happen for it to be like that. You know, and it's gotten worse. If you look at, let's just say 2015. Well, for Deacon Akad's sake, let's say 2010, right? When you look from 2000 and up, from the 99 to the, you look, this shit, I mean, shit, at most, Jake was just, what did that nigga Nelly slid the debit card? You know what I'm saying? Like, Jake was wicked, but the level, hell, ain't no Mo sons of a rapper or basketball player back then.
Yeah.
Like that. But now the level is at, oh, the women, the rapping women, there's a legitimate twerking demon out here, man. It has gotten to a level of where we, as so-called black and brown people, we disdain black and brown people. You can't even hang around Jake no more. Remember before you could actually still kind of mingle, dudes kind of cool. You can't even hang with, you can't even get a Jake woman now. You can't even get a Jake woman. That shit is appalling to me.
Yeah, like when I moved through Babylon, you know, typically I'll say what up to they like. Hey,
Yep.
Now they just look at you.
Yep.
Like,
Nigga be like,
you know what I'm saying?
he pull his garment up on you.
Crazy, like yesterday, I was coming from the store, you know, in Dub, you know what I'm saying? I said, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Oh, buy me a Black and Mild.
Yeah.
I said, what? I said, nah. Oh, bitch, you broke. I was like, if I was broke, why I just come from the store? Obviously, I got my wife.
But someone who's asking you to buy some is calling you broke.
Right.
So what the hell does that make you? I would have told you, the kettle is black? You know what I mean? They say that's like the kettle, calling the kettle black. Are you kidding me? What you gonna say, Roddy? You got a point? So we finished that, right?
Yep.
One more time.
Book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance, he shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked.
Right, meaning we're gonna be there when we see that their bloodshed spill. Because it says in Rev 18, surely the holy apostles and prophets shall rejoice.
Yep.
We're gonna rejoice.
I gotta get that.
You know? We're gonna raise the roof.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's it, man. We're gonna hold that Ira. Let's get that song, Rev 18 and 18 is it? Rev 18, 19, around there. See, winter's coming now. We try to tell you it's about to be cold out here.
Cold world.
It's a cold world. You got it, brother?
I got it.
Yep. Just a point, Baba Kasha.
Oh, got it right here.
Okay.
This is Revelation chapter 18, starting at 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles
Yep.
and prophets.
Over her. You want to call yourself a savior? The virgin daughter? You want to push the queen of heaven? We're going to rejoice when your ass get overthrown. You just had a brother who had a dream of judgment on all women. And then there's a movie, I think on Prime, where it's a mysterious pestilence that's only taking women out. It's called Only Fans, you know? Well, it's called Only, you know?
Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai had avenged you on her.
Avenged you on her. So we're gonna be avenged for what her has done to us, right? So this is what we're waiting on, and that's why when that happens, that's why we're gonna rejoice.
Right, him downstairs.
Yup, we're gonna rejoice. Because these people right now, you wanna know how you know someone's a demon? When they take advantage of the demonic culture that Babylon has set up against us. So if you got a woman that's taking advantage of this draconian system, that bitch is a demon. excuse my language, but you're a demon. If you are using this constructive hell to your advantage against me, you're with the system, man. You're for them. Because you got women that'll actually be like, I'm not putting the father of my child on child, da 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 da. You'll have women, so you'll have some women with some actual sense. But the rest of them, short bus.
Just forget them.
Yep. That was it. One more, right? Yeah.
Verse 21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea. Woo! Saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all.
Yeah, it reminds me of when Rampage Jackson, he was fighting in Prime. He took his ass up. Boom! That's all, mighty. A mighty work. And you know what he said when he did that? His jaw was dislocated.
He said he did it because he was so upset that he hit him somewhere else and did that and it pissed him off.
And he said that the dude was trying to tell the ref that he was knocked out. So he said if he didn't do that, he would have lost the fight. And since we speaking about women in Rampage, after that fight, he became so popular in Japan that a triad boss wanted to do a deal with him of a clothing line, but he brought one of his simple ass little goon ass girlfriends, and her dumb ass talked in his big nigga ear and told him not to do it. And he said to this day he would have had so much money, but because he listened to her, he lost out on all of it. He lost. So listen to Sophia and not the whore.
Not Eve.
And not Eve. That's because we're supposed to lead. I know what I'm doing. Shh. Yes. This place got to be shush, bro. Damn. Where are we at? I still want Psalms 64 to get back on Esau, Joel about war.
Jeremiah 49 still.
Jeremiah. Let's go back to Jeremiah 49.
Yep. This is the book of Jeremiah 49 and verse 10. Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 10. But I have made Esau bare.
Right, that's why we're out here. 2 Thessalonians 2, it says, the spirit of my mouth shall consume him. So he's being consumed, right on this same street. Right down yonder, we had this Amalek come up to us, a Russian. We were teaching, and he had his little white wife with him, and they all came up they thought they had one. Esau really be thinking he got one coming up to us. That's what show you that as a nation, we're defeated right now. Because they look like, I'll get him. I'll just whisper a little harder, But they came up, and we started going in, and we said, and they contradicted themselves. And we asked them, we said, well, what does a real Israelite look like? And the nigga stepped out, he came out like, I'm a Jew. And he stepped out like he's authority. Yeah. He started dapping you up. So we went to the scriptures to prove you're a liar. Then he uploaded a video, went viral, and he called us black Hebrew Israelites. Ain't none of us say when we were black.
They came up like a news crew.
Yeah.
He had a big ass camera attached to his chest.
Yup. And they were going up and down Rochester trying to gain black souls, Trying to get who they could get with that love doctrine. And it didn't work.
Yep.
I love you.
Yep.
And it says, I have uncovered in secret places.
Yep. You saw it. And that's an omen, man. That was an omen. And speaking of omens, you just had this Jake get burned alive in a Tesla.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Burned alive.
He was screaming.
Yep.
He said, help me, man. The Jake said, man, I can't.
Yep. So things are,
got
who's
burned
on the
alive.
forefront? Esau and Jacob. Esau and Jacob right now are the main fingers being pointed at. People ain't really tripping about China, bro. People ain't like, man, I'm dead China. Like, yo, that's them. People don't even care about Crazy Kim. They're like, nigga, this is my block. I'm doing what I want. Mind your business, right? But they like, look at what this black such and such did. Like the Harvard president, y'all seen her, that black demon. They found out when she was set up. They found out that her test or something was plagiarized. So you got Esau's getting, where the hell is Mayor Lightfoot at? You see her? She's all bugged out, looking like Beetlejuice from Howard Stern. She's finished. So all these people, they're getting exposed. Esau and Jacob, they're two peas in a wicked pod being exposed right now. So we got something to really rejoice about. But the problem is, what we're witnessing is a fake, phony nation of people that will fake it until they hope to make it again. But they can't be healed. So they ain't gonna make it again. They're not gonna get back what they used to have. Ain't no more Gilmore Girls. You know, Smallville and the white guy with the almond colored hair. Yeah, that shit is through, bro. You're not getting it no more. Oh, and another thing, when I was watching the movie The Book of Clarence, all the previous trailers was all judgment. It was all movies of judgment coming. Fucking wicked dolls, big ass storms. It was just nothing but judgment. So they're even showing you the movies. There's nothing but judgment coming. You can't make a happy white people movie no more, or like a love chronicle. That shit ain't nobody trying to hear that, man.
Did you say that when the news go off, they got last day music?
Yup. When they know it's an end, CNN has an anthem that they're gonna play that'll broadcast to Babylon to let them know that this is it, my friends. You know? Yup. They got the necessary measures.
Back in Jeremiah 49 and verse 10, and it says, and he should not be able to hide himself.
Now, he can't hide himself behind the laws. He can't hide himself behind religion. He can't hide himself behind Christianity. He can't. So now knowing he has a short time, he got to do what he's got to do. So he's getting ready to do it. That's why he's going to show his horns. And the biggest person who's going to be appalled is Jake. Jake, the Jake woman? Yeah. Your counterpart, you know?
Eve always with it, bro.
Yeah. Well, because she looks at Esau as the winning team right now. But that's why you call it an underdog story. Well, I'm telling you, trust me, brothers. When the deal goes down and you endure to the end, you're gonna find out. All I had to do was just endure. I just had to fight through those temptations. I just had to keep holding on, because those who didn't, they're gonna die in grief, because they said, damn, all I had to do was just keep believing. I just had to keep going to camp. I just had to keep putting my best foot forward, just keep praying. But Satan knocked you out of that through a demon of doubt, and now you're gonna find out that what you're doing right now is all you had to keep doing. You just had to keep staying the course.
Keep doing,
Keep swimming.
People ain't, you know what I'm saying, Eve ain't smart, because they should know time and time they prove to get history don't prove, like the more pride you are, you know it's a fall coming.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Oh, I'm glad you said that. Nothing new under the sun, right?
Yep.
So history repeats itself. You now have Edomites doing depositions on podcasts saying, hey, you know what we're going through right now, and the grievances is the same way the Civil War started? Do y'all know how the Civil War started? I'm sorry, the Declaration of Independence. Do y'all know how that started? It started because the Brits knew if they were to destroy occupation of the 13 colonies where they have their guns, then they could defeat them. So they did it by trying to take away their weapons. What are they doing right now? So it's here. And Esau know it. I'm telling you, Edomites know it, man. So it's coming. So this thing is about to crack wide the fuck open, man. This thing gonna happen out here. And then, you know what's gonna be asked? It ain't gonna be asked if you got the jump shot. They're gonna be asked, what kind of American are you? Remember? And then, and you got Moab over here, able-bodied men ready at war. Those Moabites coming over here is to do some assassinations.
Yeah.
Some blowing things up.
Some hits.
You know? Yup. And then you got the gas stations ran by Ishmael. That's a kettle pot waiting to blow. You know, and it says they shall cleave to their own people. Jake gonna try to get in the Princess Pizzeria. The niggas gonna be holding the door like this. They like, nigga, you ain't get in here. Fuck you, Kareem. You ain't in here. Yeah. Jake trying to learn Mandarin and trust in Allah. Bro, you through. You trust in the two things that are prophesied to be destroyed. Keep going.
Back in Jeremiah 49 and verse 10, and it says, his seed is spoiled.
Yeah, his seed is taken.
And his brethren.
Even his brothers are taken.
And his neighbors.
And even his neighbor Bill.
And he is not.
And he's gone. He's gone. He's done. Yeah, you know.
Just staying up.
Yep. That'll burn out soon.
That shit just lingering, man.
Yeah. It's a spirit. They call it an incantation. And that shit switched up. They went from cigarette to... Damn. That's all good. Let me get back in Psalms real quick. We can hold there a little more in there. Let's go back to Psalm 64. We just out fighting the elements. But while the brother's getting there, I gotta say this. Just keep fighting. Just keep contending. You know, you like, damn, this, because you fighting. See, you could give up doing a push-up. You can't give up serving the Lord.
Yep.
You know?
Not an option.
That's the difference between carnality and spiritually.
Yep.
You know?
Back in Psalm 64.
Yeah, brother, you
Yeah.
good, bro. You good, brother.
It says, hear my voice.
No. If this was IUIC, yeah, you know how they had to tell you take the gloves off. Yo, you see that? He said, man, take your hat off. It was fucking winter was coming out. And he said, take your hat off while we speaking, man.
Damn.
You good. Read that, bro?
Hear my voice, O Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai,
Yes.
in my prayer.
Yes.
Preserve my life from fear of the enemy.
Yeah, the fearful heart, like when the deal goes down and now you know Esau coming to you and you're afraid. We can't be like that. We can't be afraid of what we've been saying about to happen. You telling, you know what I mean? You warning the kids, dad's coming home, but then when dad get here, you acting like he gonna beat you too. No, I've been warning. I should be good, humbly speaking, of course, but using it as an analogy, you know? Keep going.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Right. You know what's a great example of hide me? When you look at certain people that talk about Hebrew Israelites, if you notice, GMS is not the forefront. We're being hidden. Now we're mentioned, but really we're being hidden. Sakari, always mentioned, you know, which Alazar, he prides himself on that. Foolish. But then you have IUIC, ISBK doing news interviews, literally putting billboards up. But when you look, you like, Great Millstone, what's that? See? But they don't know that this is the Genesis, but we're being hidden. Then it makes me think about Isaiah 59 and 19, where it says a standard should be lifted. The word standard goes in to be made invisible. So he's saying, hide me. You know, hide me from when the destruction comes, so when it just pass right by us. You know?
It says, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
The insurrections of the workers of iniquity. So a great insurrection is going to happen. But that's when you're going to have the shalom, help, brother. You know, Jake will do that to you, man.
APPTMH.
Yeah. It's me, APP. No. We gotta work our own salvation out. So Jake will do that, man. I had a Jake do that to me one time. He was asking for a ride. Whole nigga. He's a whole demon. You know? And then we get ready to leave and he said, can I get a ride, brother?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
He pulled a brother card on me.
Yeah.
But that's Jake for you, right? That's Jake for you, man. Every brother will supplant. So that's why we lock in with ours. You know, what communion does light have with darkness? You know, so a great shift is coming. A great shift is going to happen. And you're going to be outside looking and you're like expecting one thing but being treated different. Because that's the Lord power shifting what we see going on earth right now. You know?
They call them opportunities.
There you go. Yeah, you're
opportunity arise.
Yep.
They gonna take.
Yep. Like a rat
Yep.
from one board to the next. If the ship is sinking, it's just gonna keep trying to get to whatever it can get to so it can be good. You know?
Verse 3, who wet their tongue like a sword.
Right. So they got powerful words that are so powerful, it's just as if you've been hit by a deadly wound.
Going into their pen.
Yes.
That pen is mightier than a sword.
Yes. So when they write up their scripts and they start blasting us all over the news, oh boy, that's going to be a death blow to the truth. As in us just freely going out and speaking. This ain't going to be the norm. And then what was up with all them attacks on IUIC and ISBK? Driving into their school, then they drove and hit them. And that was right around with the Amalek Ishmael situation. Why is that being roped together? Why the hell is Gervonta, what's his name? Tank Davis bowing on O Block with fucking what's his name? Dursky? Dirt. You know, what's up with that?
Little dirty.
Yeah.
Dirty D.
You gotta look and, you know, discern what's going on. Keep going.
Who wet their tongue.
I wouldn't even let a Muslim in my house. Let that be on record. Since you want to record us and
Right.
talk, I wouldn't even, I'm like, Yo, you a Muslim? The fuck I'm out. I'm not letting you in my house.
Right.
Nigga. I'll talk to you out here about you and your Quran. You know? Keep going.
And bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Meaning specifically at you. Specifically. You know? Have you seen this man? You know what I mean? They gonna put your face on something. He saw, yo, listen, I want to get into the AI too. That AI, yo, y'all know what blockchain is?
Yeah.
What's blockchain?
Crypto shit.
Okay, I'm gonna break it a little bit more down. So blockchain is a platform that will have all the data that digital currency is being used for. And then AI, well, all AI is it gobbles up data, evaluates it, and gives a prediction. So AI is a self-made prophet. It literally will get, so if Esau took your Google Maps for 1 year, AI could predict where you're gonna be Friday at 5 o'clock.
Oh, okay, Minority Report.
Boom, 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 literally. Because your Google follows you wherever you go. So if you get paid every Friday and you got a certain bank, then after that bank you got a certain bar, and then after the bar there's the pizza, and then Saturday it's the Prime Video. He could tell you when you're gonna be home and if you sleeping or not, just by your carbon footprint.
Oh yeah, you know what? Because I had ordered something off of Walmart.com, and then I was looking for when it was gonna be delivered. By me going into it, you know, these fools had a documentation of the shit I bought physically in the store.
Wow.
I didn't even know they was keeping track. Like, it narrowed it down to each item. I
Wow.
I looked at I said, I did buy this.
Wow.
I'm like, is this shit real?
Wow.
And I went and looked, and it showed me all the shit I bought on all these different days. I didn't even know they could do that shit.
I had that happen a week.
So now, hold on, brother. So now that information, that's gonna be on blockchain.
They can use that.
And then the blockchain will give that information to AI, and then AI will discern
Yeah.
or predict what's next for you.
A probability.
Yup, and then how much you can get. So this shit, so the mark is gonna be, the AI is gonna be using, the mark is gonna be intertwined, because AI is being intertwined with blockchain right now. So this thing is happening. You had something to say?
I
Aaron?
was just saying, I was just agreeing with you. That's I just didn't pay attention to it.
See?
Everything I bought, like, that was crazy.
Yep. Now go back to this. Watch.
Back in Psalms 64, it says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him.
Suddenly, so suddenly persecution go ahead. You know, yeah, just like suddenly the Chicago thing happened. You know that with Adam Abbott with Wi-Fi where they're fighting. Did you hear about that? With the protests? Oh, word? Yeah, they got into an altercation with the Palestinians and the Adam Abbott. They squared up with him. Yeah, that got viral. But my point is, suddenly an incident could happen with who you know as Hebrew Israelites, and then now every single one is coined this or labeled that. That's why, you know vocab, right? So vocab, he's been set up to compile enough evidence to determine. So he's basically AI, but a human. And then AI will take all that data and then they'll assess and say, yes, this is an extremist, these in particular ones. See? They got everything recorded, our voices, our movements, our faces. They can put it on whatever they want. But Romans, who can lay charge of the Lord's elect? So fuck them, you know?
My vocab not saying no about the rats.
Because his ass, he was in the sewer too. Keep going.
Back in Psalm 64, it says, and finishing off forward, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
That's a big thing. They don't fear. So they don't fear when they conjure up a lie against you. They'll blatantly lie, but not be afraid of the consequences of it. Remember that little Edomite girl in Britain? She stole the cookies. Then her mother asked her, she said, it was a black man. Remember? That's a black man. See, people, oh, that's cute. You know, oh, that's funny. That's not funny. That's not funny. That's like calling that's not funny. You see, people do actions, and the actions they do could lead to us dying.
Yep.
And people don't understand what you just did right there. You know, that shit ain't funny, man. Keep going.
They encourage themselves in an evil manner.
Yeah, they told Amalek saw all the migrants coming in, paid them niggas $12 in a case of Corona, had them building the tunnel for like 3 weeks and then went and did evil in there. They did. They literally paid migrants. They had Ishakar up in there, literally digging for them.
And you know that's dangerous. That shit could have collapsed.
Yep.
They're not going to do that
Nope.
shit.
Nope. And Jake got a spirit to die for Esau. He really do. Remember Mike Epps said it? He said, I'll die for this. When he got hired for top flight security. But Jake, I'm serious though, with Jake, they got a spirit like that, bro. They got a spirit, bro. It's crazy.
Especially at work.
Yeah, especially at work. Don't deal with a armed Jake security guard, man. You let that nigga run out with the tequila, bro.
Top flight.
Yeah. You got Jakes die or go to jail. They've killed someone and then the judge puts him under unless he jumps over the court and tackles her ass.
They searched out iniquities.
Hey, what's up, brother?
They accomplished a diligent search.
Right, the diligent search is them knowing who we are. You know, they know who we are. That's why going back to the Book of Clarence, they were able to make a movie about a Jake who was a brother of a disciple of Yahweh Shai. And they made the whole cast all black people. That's because it was a diligent search. Just like when the elders tell us about when they make movies based off history, the directors, they're not going to give you clothing that ain't in that time period. You're not going to see a Corvette driving during a Western movie because they diligently have all the accuracies. That's why we'll get on certain movies, like when Esau make a movie about Egypt and it's Edomites, which partially that's true depending on the era, because you would see Edomites in Egypt if it was the Ptolemy Empire, when the Greeks were ruling. But before that, the Assyrians, situations like Babylonians, Hamites, those have been so-called people of color, Keep going.
Back in Psalm 64 and verse 6, they searched out iniquities.
Yep, the iniquities they search out, they'll pull up idols from ancient lands and bring it on movie sets. I told y'all, brother, they like Chemosh.
Yeah.
That's a demon it's a Moabite demon that they put in Simpsons, Hollywood movies like The Exorcist, and then they gain power off of it. Esau's sick, horoscopes, so they search iniquities of how ancient empires had power, and then they invoke it. That's what they do. And ain't all the best movies like that where a demon will use someone to go dig something up so he can be brought back,
The mummy.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Like the mummy.
Yeah.
They accomplished a diligent search.
Yep.
Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
Yeah, the heart's deep. Coming up with evolution, you had to have some bugged out mind or demon on you to say that we came from monkeys. Look, that's an
Skull
Edomite.
13.
Yep, skull 13.
Yeah.
That's an Edomite. Blood, skull and bones, and 13 is the number for Satan, who they call Lucifer, which Lucifer, y'all brothers know what Lucifer means? Light bearer, that's all it means. But they're the light bearer on the left-hand side. So that's the spirit right there, exposing Esau's left-handed agenda, like the Egyptians did with, what the hell was the two witches' names? The two magi's?
Janice.
Janice, yeah, Jamboree. Thank you.
Yeah.
So this shit is more witchcraft's coming. More deception is coming, A lot of misinformation is coming to keep you kind of confused. Thank you, brother. Discombobulated. Miami, it was niggas fighting. No, it was aliens. Now they're saying in Brazil they're seeing over 10-foot shadows taking people out.
Damn.
Did you brothers catch that Miami Mall thing?
Yeah.
The 10-foot coming in and out of reality.
Yep.
Like 10 dark.
Yep.
Whatever. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know what.
But I will say this, whether that was fabricated or true, there is video evidence of when Jake is being a demon. There's literally a demon not too far from it.
Yes.
There was a video of a Jake. He went and walked over and went to break in the car, but across the street you saw a shadow. And then he ran, and then the demon ran with him. So this real. the Travis Scott concert.
Yeah.
You saw the demon hopping in the crowd.
Yep.
So it's real, you know?
But
Yeah.
it would be considered the guardian demons.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yes. Because Isaiah 6 says, blind their eyes
Yeah.
and shut their ears. So you got demons running around holding Jake ears like
Yeah.
that. You know? Keeping them blinded. When a Jake murders another Jake, that's because he's blinded that that's his brother. You know?
Cain and Abel.
They're
Yep.
supposed to be brothers.
Yep. Well, a Jake said that while he got murdered by these cops in Alabama.
Oh, wow.
This Jake was being beaten to death, and he literally was handcuffed, sitting, and he said, "You're my brother."
Yeah, I seen that one.
Was that Tyrese Nichols?
I don't know. I did a lesson on it, but I don't remember his name.
And he died later on in the
Yep.
He died, and then they tried to make it seem like it was a car accident.
Yep.
And then the doctor in the ER was like, "Nah, these wounds ain't from a car accident. This man, you could see the marks where he was tased and all
Yep.
that other stuff."
Yep.
Yeah.
So they found out, you know.
But his
and he was
last-
laughing
Yep.
about it like this.
Yep. Well, get it. Zechariah 11:5. Get Zechariah 11:5. It'll sum it right up for you. But that show you right there, the spirit that Esau comes in. But I thought it was heavy. His last words were, "You're my brother."
Yeah.
And Jake said that.
It's evil, brother.
Yeah, he is, but he is though.
This is Zechariah 11:5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they seldom say, "Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not."
Right. So whose possessors slay them. Now, when you slay something, you slay an animal. That's why they came out with the movie Purge. Purge means to rid of something. So what Esau's getting ready to do to the populace is a great culling. A culling is what you do to farm animals when it's a surplus of inequality of livestock. So these people, it's a surplus of inequality. You're not useful. You're useless eaters. You know, these women that don't have children, they're actually heifers. Because a cow can be a cow till it has a calf. Before a cow becomes a cow, it's called a heifer. So you're useless. You ain't producing nothing. I can't get no milk. You're tainted meat. You got all these lovers. You're barren. You know, they're shit. These people can't do nothing. And you know what movie proves that? Greenland with Russell Crowe. Y'all ever seen that?
Yeah.
In Greenland,
Yeah.
Russell Crowe and his
That
family got called
Yep.
because he was an engineer. So when society collapses, we need people that can build it back. We don't need podcasters and streamers and twerkers and drug dealers. We need doctors. We need people that have the ability
Architects.
Carpenters.
Yeah.
to function in
Yep.
society that needs to be rebuilt.
Yep.
These people, for the most part, can't do that.
They showed you that too in that movie Art. Remember the movie Art? They had like so many arts, but they put all the high, prestigious, what they call pillars of the community in there.
Yeah.
They were the only ones to get on the art. Everybody else was.
The one I'm thinking of is 2012 with John Cusack.
Ah, yeah.
That was
yeah.
they had an arc in there.
Yeah.
I think it was that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where we at? Oh, was that was it, right?
Yes.
Yep, that was it. That was it. Okay.
This is This is the book of Amos, chapter 1 and verse 11. Amos chapter 1 and verse 11, and it says, "Thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom,
3 strikes and you out.
and for 4,
Can't repent.
I will not turn away the punishment thereof."
So he's got a punishment coming. Because there says there's a reward for the wicked. So he's got a great reward that's coming specifically for him. Keep going.
And it says, "Because he did pursue his brother with the sword."
Yep, don't they say that? Don't police say that? I'm in pursuit.
Yep, and pursue
I'm in pursuit. Blackmail, sagging jeans,
Timberlands.
Bluntville in his mouth. Right? They say that though. And does Jake fit that character? He do. So that's what you understand as an Israelite. There's a divide, just like when you had the priests. The priests were divided from the rest of Israel. Like now, the hopeful elect is divided from the rest of Israel. Because Israel, they want that old wine. In Luke, I think the 5th chapter, it says some men prefer the old wine. Well, that's the wine that Babylon got you drunk with. We want the new. This is to bring new clarity to you. You know? Keep going.
And it says, He did pursue his brother with a sword,
Yeah.
and then cast off all pity.
Yeah, even though we know Jacob's trouble is going to turn to Edomite trouble, there ain't going to be no pity in Jacob's trouble. Because what you're going to see is Esau instituting his new technology, and he's going to allow man's life to be governed by a machine. Going back, AI, it's programmed to collect data, analyze it, then give a prediction based off that. So if you give, that's why AI will frame Jake for a crime. Y'all remember that? There was an AI and it said that it found a so-called black man as guilty, but he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because you gave AI all this false information of years of falsifying reports, so it took that data. Just like if you took an athlete who was on steroids, but you still used what he did in that season, and he comes back off steroids, that AI is going to predict he's going to have a phenomenal year. But he's off of this makeshift data, and now he's going to come out and be trash. So AI is going to take all the information that Esau gives it. They hate white people, everything, and and then the AI is going to base the judgment off that.
Well, you know, they can either decide to either commit a crime on you or not, depending on your criminal history.
Yep.
So they'll say, hey, well, he doesn't have a history in, like, doing this, so we can't really say he did it, but somebody that does have it, the higher probability it is of you doing something, they can charge you.
Perfect word, probability. He'll probably do it.
Presumptuous.
Presumptuous.
AI is presumptuous.
AI is a presumptuous machine, okay? And Esau is going to move forward with AI to where he's going to have walking, talking, humanoid bots. And you ever see the movie Ex Machina?
Yeah.
It's a movie that of an Edomite who created AI that's a machine, but you can sleep with it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
That you can pop it, man.
No, they got those. Those are
Then they got him. That's my point. So what Esau, and you know what Ex Machina means? It means God from the machine. So this man says, I'm God, and here's my making man in my image. That's what he wants to do. With as many people as he kills off, he's going to replace their ass with fucking iRobots. You know? This dude is a demon.
Transhumanism.
Yeah, exactly. He's a demon, man. Back in Amos.
Yep. Back in Amos chapter 1 and verse 11, and it says, and did cast off all pity,
Yep.
and his anger did tear perpetually,
Yep.
and he kept his wrath forever.
There you go. So we see the wrath that Esau has even to this day. Now Jake got so drunk on Esau's wrath as a form of racism that they didn't question oodles and noodles. They didn't question the Jesse Jacksons. Remember it said, their shepherds pity them not. Esau set up a shepherd for these sheep that he's culling, and then he's giving them a shepherd to lead them down to a flock of destruction. That nigga got Birdman leading them. You know? You know what I'm saying? When you look at it, who's leading Jake right now? I ain't following Candace Owens, man. You know what I'm saying? But this is what he's giving you. This is what you brothers have to lean on if you didn't have the truth. Think about that for a second. You'd have to, you remember the Jake, he told Trump to keep the course.
Yeah.
Stay the course.
Stay the
He
course.
was yelling that shit.
You know, you're going to be shaved, bald, lusting after a woman. You know what I'm saying? Struggling to get by, being disrespected and smiling and fucking drinking Budweiser with your boss.
Yeah, I was just watching Ben Carson did a speech, and he was saying about how slavery wasn't that bad, but basically going into saying that the country needs a savior. So, but he was doing a rally speech for Trump. So they think Trump is going to be the savior, but it was true. We do need a savior, but it's going to be outside.
Right.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
Yeah, it's funny you brought that up because one thing in the movie Book of Clarence, they had a weird 5-minute scene where this one Edomite got cleaned up. They cleaned him up and he actually looked like Cesare Borgia. And when he walked out, the first one, this black woman said, that looks like Jesus. But mind you, the whole movie, who they calling Jesus was already on the scene healing people. So what they showed you is Jake cleaves to Esau as a savior.
Yeah.
You know? They literally cleave to that. And they're going to find out their savior is a slayer. And he's going to slaughter. He's gonna slaughter Jake in the days to come, man. Where we at?
It's a little more. Back in Amos 1 and verse 12, and it says, "But I will send a fire upon Teman,
Good.
which shall devour the plate,
Light.
excuse me, which shall devour the palaces of Basra."
Ooh, well, remember, how did y'all know who team it is today? The Germans. So remember, in World War II, you had something called Operation Paperclip. And that was how the German scientists came over here, and the German scientists went over to Russia. So that's how they got the information to create what you know today as the missiles. So now the wise men at Teman ain't gonna be so wise when judgment comes, because those think tanks ain't gonna be able to think their way out of this one. Because Esau's he's a thinker, you know? He's a prudent, critical hunter, but he's not gonna be able to wiggle out of this. He wiggled out of those sewers, but he ain't gonna be able to wiggle out of this. You saw that thing? He was in Harlem with it. Back in there. He was all right. Crazy.
Psalm 64 and verse 7.
Then we're gonna go to Joel 3 after this.
But Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai will shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. Verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
Yeah, you just had a speech by George Bush, and he was getting on Putin, and then he was trying to say how Putin, what he did to Ukraine, and he said it was devastating him entering Iraq, and he said, I mean, Ukraine. So their tongue is falling on themselves. It's a whistleblower scripture. People are coming out. You're gonna have, hey, the Lord could put on Amalek to start talking, you know? Like, even though we don't give no, but like, shit, look what Cat Williams did. So now imagine when Edomites start doing it to their own counterparts, talking about the Bidens situations. Y'all remember when Nancy Pelosi had the incident at her house where her husband got hit with a hammer? Well, they said the dude that hit him with the hammer was his lover. But the only reason they found out was because the neighbors spoke out. So Esau, he's a sick puppy, man. He's a sick one. But the only way for us to know these things is for those that were partaking in the shameful acts done in the dark are going to bring it to light. Because nothing shall be hid that will not be revealed. You know? So is that more on that? We go to
bit more.
Okay.
It says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
Yeah, you know who's going to flee away? The beast. The beast. Y'all know who the beast is, right? NATO. So NATO is now, which you got, Britain took part in bombing Yemen with U.S. What you doing? You just had a Brexit. But they're bound to it. But we're in a point where the beast is going to flee away from the war because it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be beneficial for Europe to stay with this Western foreign policy. You know, even though the whore rides on the beast is going to have to preserve life for the Europe, for them, because Ezekiel 38 tells you that Russia is a guard. Russia has the ability to take all people in. And now the BRICS is called the BRICS with like 3 S. Iran's in it now. Hey, you got all these key players in the BRICS, and I find it spiritual. It's referred to as a brick, but in Daniel 7, it says a rock formed without hands shall be thrown at the feet of the statue. And the statue, which is the 10 toes, is the beast system, which America is involved in it. You see? So this thing is dope, man. You got omens coming, you know? You got a lot of things happening. Let's just get a couple more. I was getting crazy out. We're not going to stay out too long like this. Back at Joel?
It's the book of Joel 3. And start from the top.
2. Right. He was in it.
Alright.
We probably just go through that and then we'll call it.
Joel 3 and verse 2.
Just get it for edification.
It says, Joel 3 and 2, I will also gather all nations, right? So all nations.
Yep.
And will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Where's the valley Jehoshaphat? Yup. I would agree to that because you got the Euphrates, which is just above Saudi, the desert in that region, which is the what is it? Damn, I always mess Persian Gulf.
Yeah, yep.
The Persian Gulf, the Fertile Crescent, and that's why the Euphrates River dried up. So now they gave more room for the king to pass over.
Yep.
You see?
That battlefield.
You see? And Amalek's out there like a sore thumb. Because there ain't too many Edomites in the Middle East. Outside, Amalek's surrounded. What? It's like a white person moved on Avenue D, and now they expect the Rochester police to constantly come whenever niggas is playing music or there's blunt smoke. He's just sitting there, right? That's literally what Amalek did. He put himself all the way over there with all these heathens. Yeah.
Damn.
And it's
like gentrification.
It's like he checkmated himself.
He checkmated himself. It's like literally gentrification. Now he wants to jog down the street. You know, they shooting dice and shit like, yo, they looking like, niggas taking their fitteds off.
Yep.
They looking. Hey, a Babylonian would be out here if he had to work. If he had to work, would he leave? Like, hey, you gotta be here till 3. You know?
And it's back in Joel 3:2, and it says, and will plead with them there for my people.
Plead going into judge when you go into the Hebrew. I mean, I will judge them there for my people. So if you want to know why World War III is happening, it's for the Lord's people. So we're important, you know, because you feel like, man, nobody here fighting for us. Because Jake is looking at man to fight for him. But then he says, man made the Bible. Well, damn, don't that sound good? Man so-called made the Bible, but in the Bible it's telling you the Lord gonna fight for us. So Jake, they're emotionally upset. So they don't know how to handle their feelings because they don't have the comforter through the Holy Spirit to understand the fight has already been won. We're just waiting for it. You know, it's like, I know you got a point, brother. It's just like when you go watch, like, remember Mike Tyson in the 90s? We were waiting for the fight, but you knew he was gonna knock him out. So we just gotta wait for the knockout. So he looking on like this, getting ready, you know? You got
I
something?
was going to say with that analogy there, right, because Jake is either too simple and too deep at the same time.
Yep.
You're making it too hard.
Yep.
Yeah, man wrote the Bible and all the other fucking books that
Yep.
man leans on.
Yep.
What's your point?
Yep. Man created the phone you used.
Yeah.
You know? Fuck, right? Nigga, the man created them shoes, but you killed someone for them.
Yeah.
They don't have a connection with their gripe. That's why it proves it's a demon. It's just a demon that they use to keep them as an excuse. So I'm gonna use this same excuse everywhere I go so it can help me when I sleep at night in my delusions. It's a coping, yeah, they're coping. Yep.
And it says, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel.
And guess what? You're gonna have Jakes in the military fighting while the Lord is having them fight for you. For you.
This Jake at work, man, he always comes up to me like, man, when I go to the military, I'm trying to tell him like, no, stay your ass here.
The Hellcat ain't worth it, Jake.
Oh, shit. Hey.
Don't go there.
Yeah.
Well, you just had, I'm sorry, brother, real quick. You just had, I think, 10,000 troops get dropped off in Saudi Arabia. And guess who I seen walking with them smiling? The black woman. I was like, what the hell are you going to do when it pop off? You seen Black Hawk Down? You ain't about to, yeah, you going to get passed around like a bunt. You got it.
Nah, well, he say about that Jake that don't go. Well, let's just go then. You know, let that nigga be filthy still.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. They're
You
going to
can't
tape
get it,
his
you
ass
know?
to a tank.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to tape his ass to a tank with a couple of Mexicans and they're going to push forward.
Yep. And it says,
That's what they do. Everybody know that. That's why when you go into the First World War, there was called like the Harlem Heat or they were like the Harlem Hellfighters. And they were rocking it over there. But they were expecting them as the first infantry to basically get mowed down. But Jake had to go out there and get shit shaking.
Yeah.
You know? They had to. And then guess what? Then they came home in the summer of 1919. Guess how they got introduced back to Babylon? By a race war coined the Red Summer of 1919. So they went over there fighting. He said, we over there fighting, man. They're having to shave our beards, man. I can't dig it. So I'm serious.
Yeah.
There's evidence of Jake griping about how they're being treated, but they still fighting. You know, but then they came back and ended up being a race war all through America. You know?
Yeah, yeah. And it's back in Joel 3 and 2, and it says, whom they have scattered among the nations and part of my land.
Yup, the heathen scattered us. The heathen put us in all these places. Now it's getting brought out. I got to do more information, but it makes sense. They're saying the Great Wall of China isn't even Moab's wall. It's actually a lost civilization who was Jake. Because when you look at the wall's battlements are aiming towards China, meaning whoever built it was keeping your ass out.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Even within that whole Great Wall of China being built, it was the Silk Road slave trade.
Yep.
The slaves built it. If that is the case, in that,
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Hey, you got Jake right now building buildings that he ain't gonna be able to enter when they get established. They're drywallers, framers, plumbers, electricians. They'll build this whole courtroom up and then walk in and the niggas will kick him out. But I built it. But Esau has you build it, then he powers houses in. You know?
Back in Joel 3 and 3, and it says, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot.
Well, you remember who was casting lots against Jake before was Haman. And he was casting during Purim, right? Y'all know about Haman? Haman is he's an Agagite, which Agagite is an Edomite king who is an Amalek. So you know who Amalek is, right? Okay, so sometimes in the Bible, like, well, look at us. We're called Israelites because of Israel. So he was called Agagite because of Agag. And an ite means a nation. Like a Rochesterian because he's of Rochester. Hence a Christian because they're of who they call Christ. Hamashiach. See? But back in Esther, good read, in Esther, you had an Edomite named Haman who had a plan to exterminate us. And he kept casting a lot, meaning flipping a coin. Flipping a coin is a part of our custom. It's going to either tell you yes or no. You can do that, you know? So he kept flipping a coin, and it kept saying no, no. And then it finally told him he could do it, and guess what day it fell upon? The 13th day. And 13 going back to Satan, or Lucifer. See? So Esau's whole MO is driven by Satan against us. Don't for a second think Satan's your friend, okay?
He's an adversary.
He's an adversary. He has a job to do. You ever work with somebody and be like, we cool and shit, but you know I gotta fire you. Like, you know, real shit, right?
And it says, back in Joel 3 and verse 3, and it says, and so they go for wine that they might drink.
Yep, you seen that Birth of a Nation? When they was sipping, Edomite got a little drunk, and he said, I want her. And guess what? Who he took? Gabriel Union's wicked ass, which now turned her son into a boy, a girl. You know, because at first you get emotionally like, damn. But when you really get into the history, like, I recommend for a brother, I know you get mad at Esau and you have all the right to, but you got to also understand the wickedness of Jake. Read Jeremiah. Jake was committing adultery and raping women before Esau was in there. Jake was worshiping idols and sacrificing before Esau got there. So, you know, before we just look at Esau, which we do, but Jake is in the same room of, rebuke. You know, that's why we're not in the land. Why we in New York? Because Jake being wicked. We all the way cold as hell in New York because Jake is being a demon, which is prophecy.
Among my people are found wicked men.
Yep. Yep.
Like TD Jakes.
Yep. Yep.
TD fakes.
Yep.
Joel 3 and verse 4, and it says, yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
Right, Ham, right? Tyree.
And all the coasts of Palestine.
Yep, the true Philistines. Because right now, you see those people that are calling themselves the Philistines, they're not the true people. But that's show you, if they ain't the true Philistines, then your ass ain't the true Jew. You know? Now some AI algorithm gonna flag it. You know, this dude's a demon. Truth speech right now is a weapon. It's a weapon against lies. But you built your whole existence off lies. So how long do you think lies can last when truth always avails. You know?
You want to keep going?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Going into the war.
And it says, and it says, will ye render me a recompense?
Yeah, you can't pay the Lord back. These nations can't pay the. And let me say this: Jake right now is marching 5 man deep down the street talking about reparations. Y'all know that? There's Jake right now. They holding this little blanket. It says reparations. They can walk in all black. And I'm like, the dollar about to collapse. You know what Esau gonna do? I speak as a man. Esau gonna use debt that he put on you to make you take the mark so it could clear your name. You got that hospital bill, the student loans. Come down and get the mark. You know what I mean? They aren't gonna call it the mark, but they're gonna use your debt against you. Well, shit, I guess my ass is in debt then. You know? But it says, oh man, nothing. That's what they're gonna use. Romans 13. They're gonna say, right? The powers that be. It's chess. It's just chess. So whatever he try to check his ass back with the wisdom, with the knowledge. We don't gotta fall anymore. You know? Like, oh girl, she asking you to buy a Black and Mild because you broke. It's reverse psychology. All they're trying to do is try to reverse, like cops do. The way they do it is they talk to you robotically. They don't, like we're real. You acknowledge if I said something while we're speaking, then we'll circle back like, my bad, you just said that? But they don't do, they're not trained that way.
They're emotionless.
They're emotionless. If a cop stop you, hypothetically, and he say, hey man, where you going? Then you tell him, then he continues the conversation, but he asked you where you going again. But I already told you where I'm going. See? That's the whole point of them. That's how they operate. So we can't allow the mind game of Babylon to overcome us. This is why Yahushua, Matthew 10, it says he gave power. Listen, you want to know when your brother's going to realize how much power you got? When the fucking power go out. When you're stable, when you're calm, when you're praying, when you're walking without fear, you're going to see how powerful you are and how powerless they are. Watch. I'm telling you, it's coming, man. Because right now, they look like they got it. Until somebody falls and faints, and they don't know what to do. You got it? Yeah. You start at 1.
All right. This is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 1.
It's like, y'all ever seen Everybody Hates Chris? It was a scene, episode where he joined the wrestling team and he was real little.
Yeah.
So no one was in his weight class. So every time he went to the mat, the meet, he would technically win.
Yeah.
Until it came a time that someone was his weight class and whooped his ass. That's why it says the heathen now are strong. Now you got somebody to match you. It's like a basketball player. You the man at 6'7" till somebody else is 6'7" too. Then we see if you got it or not. Right now, they've been looking like they got it because no one else ain't got it. But now the rabbit got the gun too. Now let's see if you really can do it.
Matthew 10 verse 1. And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples.
Which in the book of Clarence, they depicted them as all so-called black men. You heard about that movie? The book of Clarence? Did you? Bro, every they look like y'all right here. This is literally a scene in it.
Yeah.
Literally a scene in it. The mantles, the beards, everything.
Yeah.
Everything. I enjoyed myself. I had my feet back. Esau was griping. You know what I mean?
They were all famous amongst Jake too.
Yeah, they were famous.
Yeah.
There was fame. That's why Yahushua had to keep fleeing, because they was trying to make him king. He's like, yo, you, like now. That's why we don't, because you got Jake right now partying like a king. That's what King David's son Adonijah did. Remember when Solomon was supposed to be next? One of King David's son was sacrificing lamb, oxen. He was pouring wine. He was partying. The prophet Nathan had to go to King David's bed and say, hey, yo, because he was wilding, because Nick Cannon was there. If he didn't, because listen, if Adonijah became king, he would have killed Bathsheba and Solomon, because he knew Solomon was next to rule. So in any king, you don't want any competition.
Absolutely.
No, it's Adonijah. First Kings, I'll show you. Because we thought that too. That's why we had to look it up. Yeah.
Absalom was the one that tried to get King David's stead, I think it was. Killing everybody off.
Yeah, well, they all were doing it. Watch, we'll get it. Get First Kings. Ira, get First Kings and start at 11. just for edification. Because there's an account where both of them was doing that.
Okay.
But in First Kings, this specific account is Adonijah. It's Adonijay. But go to First Kings 1 and 11, just for the edification. Look at that. Crazy over there. You there, Kurt? Okay.
The book of First Kings, chapter 1, verse 11.
Yep.
Wherefore Nathan spake unto Bathsheba, the mother of Solomon, say, haste thou not, and heard that Adonijah,
See?
Adonijah,
Adonijah. See?
the son of Haggith, doth reign, and David our Lord knoweth it not.
See? So yeah, so he soon as King David got on that deathbed, how you say it? Adonijah, right? Adonijah rose up and watch, keep reading. He did the sacrificing, he was partying. Bro, he had Israel bewitched. They was like, yeah. Like they was thinking, but they didn't know Solomon was promised that position. Because First Samuel, I think it was told, and in Chronicles, King David already had it recorded that Solomon was going to sit on the throne. Keep going. What y'all know who Solomon is, right? In the reincarnation? Is Yahweh Shai. So just like the parable of the landowner. Remember in Matthew 21, it said that a landowner hired husbandmen to tend to the land, and the husbandmen, they beat, killed, and stoned servants. And then when he sent more, they killed them. Then when the landowner sent his son, they said, come, let us kill him so we can inherit his throne. That's the parable that we see taking place in the time of King David. And they were trying to replace Solomon like they tried to replace Yahweh Shai. But what Jake didn't know is Yahweh Shai was prophesied to be crucified. So he put you in a trick bag. So Jake got their wish.
Yep.
They got their wish, but they didn't know that fulfilled prophecy.
Verse 12. Now therefore come, let me, I pray thee, give thee counsel, that thou mayest save thy own life, and thy life of the son of Solomon.
Keep going.
Go and get thee and unto David, and say unto him, this not thou, my lord, O king, swear unto thy handmaid, saying, assuredly Solomon, thy son shall reign after me.
So there was a question like, wait a minute, who's going to be the next to reign? Adonijah is already in the position as if he's next. You know, like the saying goes, what the hell does it go, Kradazar? Don't celebrate too early.
Yeah.
That's what these other camps are doing.
Yeah.
That's why the unities, the rap videos, $300 features. I'm here. Oh my God, 7 fire emojis all the time. Donations. They acting like they're king right now. These other Israelites, y'all brothers should count it a blessing that you don't got a proud spirit on you and you, shalom, and you know what I'm saying? Like, because you could do that on the internet. You know how many Israelites have been born just to be yes men?
Yep.
Yahweh Shai said, woe unto you when they speak well of you. You have Israelites that woke up to this truth just to speak well of false prophets. That's all they're here to do. They'll never meet them. They'll never talk to them. Shit, half of them ain't even really in it. You seen a video of a Jake typing on the phone with fringe on with a cigarette in his mouth.
Yeah.
This shit was hanging like a Detroit mechanic. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking like a pro. Now we get it, because brothers, they got to battle it and they can overcome it. But you have men that are giving into these lusts and inequities and not being corrected because they got improper men leading them.
Well, even my mom knew that because she was talking crap about one of his particular deacons. I'm like, he still smoking cigarettes.
See?
But he a man of God.
See? Little more just to prove our point.
And go and get thee unto King David, and say unto him, King, swear unto thy handmaid, saying, assuredly, Solomon, thy son, shall reign after me.
See, so there was a question. It was in question because another son of David, was saying that he's going to reign. So they had to go and tell the king before he passed, you need to establish amongst the people that it's Solomon and not Adijah. How you say it? Ananiah. I just started speaking English. Ananiah, you know? Keep going. It's the
And
Benjamin.
he shall sit upon my throne.
Yep.
Why then doth Adonijah reign?
Yep. See, does why Ananiah reign right now. Keep going.
Reign. Behold, while thou yet talkest, therewith the king I also will come and after thee.
Yeah, so this is an account of Bathsheba and the prophet Nathan speaking about what they're going to say to the king when they go into his chamber. Because they're aware of it, but the king's not. Keep going.
Confirm thy words. And Bathsheba went in unto the king into the chamber.
Yep.
And the king was very old. And Abshag and Shemnamite minister unto the king.
So King David was being ministered by in particular men, taking care of him, certain things, water, his bedding, everything to keep him, as he would say, copacetic, as his last days. Keep going.
And Bathsheba bowed and did unto the king.
So she came in and she bowed herself immediately. This is reverence, Keep going.
And the king said, What wouldest thou? And she said unto him, My lord, thou swearest by the Lord thy Yahweh unto thy handmaid, saying, Surely Solomon, thy son, shall reign after me.
See, and that show you back then that women knew their position in society was based off the greatness of the men. So she knew that her son, they will be nothing. If the king doesn't establish this promise, I'm going to be nothing. We're going to be killed off. So that was preserving her life as well. And her son Solomon's. Keep going.
After me, and he shall sit upon my throne. Verse 18. And now behold, Adonijah reigneth. And now, my lord, the king, thou knowest it not.
So he out there, you know what I'm saying? A designer, they clubbing. You see Jake today. So he was really walling, right? He was really tripping. I don't want you my wife, you my wife. You know what I'm saying? He was walling. Right. But but you got Jake that's in that spirit. You got Jake that right now ain't set up next to be king, but they acting like it. General Yohanan said he was third under, he said, Yahushai. So he took King David out the way. And then they said John the Baptist not in the truth. And we ain't supposed to be pissed off. That's a demon. That's that spirit though. Keep going.
And now, behold, Adonijah reigneth. And now, my lord, the king, thou knowest it not.
Yep.
And he has slain oxen,
Partying.
fat cattle, sheep,
He's chilling. VIP, right? Chicken tenders on max. Popping yayan. You know what I'm saying? In red cups too, might I add. He a king in a 2-bedroom apartment with a red fucking cup. But that's Jake right now. I watch it. I be on the internet. I be watching Jake. They be acting like they're set. They get the wife. They get a couple Edomites cut. You know what I'm saying? They get the position. They get the t-shirt with the fringes. Nigga, we made it. They're like, anywhere they go, but you in captivity still. You not set up next. Keep going. The house of David is set up next. That's what Jake is failing to realize. They think all Israel's the house that when we get in the kingdom will be of the lineage of the house of David. Saul's lineage will not be there because only the elect's lineage will be the ones that bring forth the rest of Israel, which by rights makes you of the house of David. See? So read that again. No. The verse you were at, the clubbing part with the ox.
Yep. In abundance, and hath called all the sons of King of Abilar, the priest, and Joab, the captain of the host. Solomon, thy servant, have not called.
Why he called Solomon's his brother? Why didn't he call Solomon? Because he knew that Solomon was supposed to reign. You devious. That's the point we wanted. So you see, one of the King David's sons who wasn't set up to rule put himself in a position and was partying like he's next up. And then if you keep reading, it says Israel was believing it. So like right now on YouTube, Israel believe that these guys are the prophets back. These guys is gonna bring the nation together. These guys is gonna debate Esau out of captivity. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, these guys ain't it. Did y'all see that ISBK video of them marching amongst the migrants? Come on, brothers, let's march real quick. No, I'm just playing. No, but yo, bro, I'm telling you this shit. Yo, I had to watch. I'll be watching this shit. You get to a point where you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh, but they're really living that part.
Stop from crying.
Yeah, you gotta laugh. I'm dead ass. I laugh to stop from crying. But imagine y'all brothers, General Mahaiman leading the pack, and y'all gotta march with him like the fucking Goombas. That's literally what they're doing. What is that gonna do? What is that? How is this bringing prophecy? Well, let's get Matthew 10 and go back to Joel. We just had to get that point.
Back in Matthew 10 and verse 1. And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples,
Right, so-called black men.
he gave them power.
Power. If you were, okay, now some of you know I want to check. So we're called Israelites, right? But in the Hebrew, do you know what that's called? It's fine if you don't know.
I don't know it.
It's good, it's fine. It's fine. We're called Yasharallah. Now, do you know what Yasharallah means? It means he, prince, power. Yah, he, Shar, prince, Allah, power. So we're princes of power. So Yahweh Shai has given us our power back. You know what I'm saying? We got our power back through the Spirit. So we sometimes may not feel so powerful, but the right situation will come, and that's when the power will show. See? So that's why it said they can't perceive. Our people don't see the power of what's taking place right now. When we get ready, when the Lord puts our spirit to come here, this is powerful. That's why it said an exceeding great army in Revelations 11 rose up. This is the army. You know what I mean? You know who sees this as a powerful threat? Esau. Jake don't see that. That's why Jake drive by and fix his fitted. But Esau drive by, they said it's a time to kill. They said that shit right down there. These brothers, my two witnesses, all we was doing was reading Ecclesiastes 3. And then we just read that part. You know what I'm saying? This nigga flipped the phone open, called the cops, and this 4'3" cop came up to Moran and was like, we just want to talk to you for a minute. But he was cool with us though. He was cool with us. But he was cool with us. But my point is, all we're doing is reading the Bible. But look how Esau reacts to it. And then look how Jake reacts. Nigga, the white man wrote that book. If the white man wrote that book, why is the white man getting cut, condemned, and criticized with this book that he so-called wrote? Then he's falling on his own sword?
Right.
Come on. Come on. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. If this is Esau's book, why is he calling the cops on us for us reading it? It don't make sense. Keep going.
And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits.
Demons. And guess what? That power, we use it on ourselves. When we have demonic thoughts, right? Brothers have demonic thoughts, you rebuke it. You rebuke it. You endure. Praying is power, man. To actually pray to the Lord when, you know, like the battle be so real, I'll say, man, if Satan real, then you know Yahweh Shai is real. Because this is some demonic shit in my head. And I'll tell the Lord, and then I'll feel it subside. I'll actually feel it go away. And I'll say, so that's the power we got. And it's only going to increase from here. Remember, it says a standard is going to be lifted. So the things we do now is going to become more. You know, I was watching the brothers from Mississippi, but he broke it down beautifully. If you doing 25 push-ups right now, it's going to go to 2,500. If you running a mile, it's going to go to 30 miles. So everything you're doing right now is just going to be lifted. And then theirs is going to be taken down. The little young niggas jumping 12 feet and spinning and dunking while they're on Twitter. All that shit, all their power going to be drained. You ever see Space Jam show you that? She said, you a fraud, be gone. You ain't Charles Barkley. It says the youth shall faint. Tyreek Hill, all them right now, the 4-4 flat, that shit going to be out. These people don't realize they have abilities that are given that are about to be stripped. And that we're going to gain. We're going to gain. And we're going to use that in the midst of Jacob's trouble. And it's going to start with the faith. What did Morpheus tell Trinity with Neo. He's beginning to believe. He's beginning to believe. That's why they attack you in your mind. The movie Split, she made them think that they didn't have spiritual power. And then as he was dying, she said, I just want to know, did I almost get you? That's the virgin daughter of the whore of Babylon. Because it almost can get you. But it says, it shall not deceive the very elect. So us not being deceived, that gives us more hope in us being of the hopeful elect. And a man is saved by what? Hope. So we're hoping, you know?
It says, against unclean spirits,
Yep.
to cast them out,
Yep.
and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease.
Disease, right? And that's true. We've had situations. Was Malak, were you there at one time? What it happened over at St. Paul? Was he there?
No, he
wasn't.
wasn't.
But we've had healing. Brothers have healed one another in times of need, not just going around and I'm throwing my corduroy sweat at you.
Calling
The
on
sweater.
your name.
Yeah, you know how they do that. Those super churches, the Benny Hicks, they throw and you. Remember Malak? He told you to fall. You did it. He was like, man, fall down. We pushing him like, man, fall. But the Lord really has given us that. That's why, like now, we don't go to the hospice. We don't call it we don't do that. You know what I mean? We research. We go to our local places. We pray over it. We anoint. We fast. We heal. You know. So that's the Lord giving us power. You really can pray over oil and bestow it upon yourself. Or brothers can do it. But Acts, real quick for this point, Acts 3:16 says the Spirit got us on that. But the only way it works, if you believe too, you got to believe as well. Otherwise, it's what? Of no avail. That's why Paul told the Galatians, unless I run in vain. Why you let me come out here and you already knew your ass wasn't with it? You know?
This is Acts chapter 3, verse 16. And his name...
Oh, up a little, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's an account. Just started 15.
This is Acts chapter 3.
So this is about this is
This out loud here.
right. This is about the lame man at the gate of beauty. He was laying there, he couldn't walk, he was paralyzed. So this is an account of him being healed by Apostle Peter, who's portrayed as a so-called black man in the book of Clarence. I'm gonna keep saying that too.
Acts 3 and 15. And killed the Prince of Life, whom Yahweh had raised from the dead, whereof we are witnesses.
Yep,
And his name, through faith in his name,
yep,
had made this man strong,
yep.
whom ye see and know, yet the faith which is by him had given him this perfect soundness in the presence of you all.
So the man had faith that he could be healed, and those men were given the power to heal through their faith, allowed that man to be healed. So it's as they say, a two-way street. So the man that was sick, like you brothers, you can have a family member call you, but it's like if you don't believe, how can we help you? Hey, one time me and Marar, an associate of ours, their car died. And we said, come on, let's just pray over the engine. But it didn't turn back on because she ain't believe. Remember, we like, oh, because your ass don't believe. So it ain't gonna work. But I had a situation where one of my vehicles, I was right there. I'm right at the red light. This shit said, smoke started spewing out. So it had to be the radiator. The engine started shaking and the shit just broke down. And I'm literally probably like 200 yards from the house. And I said, Baba Kashai, how about you, please allow me to get home. And I said it like that, I said, boom. I got home and that shit never started again. But I was able to get home from that position, which it shouldn't even started. But the Lord does that for us. So this is what we tapping into now, because this shit's about to go. This shit's about to go. You gotta be able to tell them low when that bullets come at you. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm good. Just because what he's predicted can kill you don't mean it's gonna kill you. Deuteronomy 32 and 39 says, I kill, I make alive. He said, well, you got about 6 months. But if you don't pay your hospital bill, you got 8. You know what I mean? Like, no. The Lord decides who kills and who dies, you know? So let's go back to Joel. We're gonna wrap it up with that.
Back in Joel 3, and you want to start it again?
Yeah, go to 9.
All right. Joel 3 and verse 9,
Kind of read it quick.
it says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles,
Yep.
prepare war."
Wait a minute, but Christians proclaim unto the Gentiles salvation. So what do we? So ask them, break this down. Then, am I supposed to proclaim salvation to the Gentiles or war? Now that shows you there's a differentiation of Gentile. Acts 6, it says the Grecians were murmuring. When you go into the blue letter, it says the Grecians in the New Testament are Jews speaking the Greek language. So we have to understand in context who this is talking about when it refers to Gentiles. In this context, the Gentiles meaning the heathen nations.
And it says,
Because Jake ain't preparing for war. Is black people getting ready to go to Afghanistan? Them niggas ain't thinking, the black woman ain't becoming sergeant. They don't got a military. Yeah, because time's ticking. They not. But they're a nation though. They're supposed to be Gentiles, right? So why ain't these Gentile so-called black people, do they not have a military branch that's adequate for war? Because they're a broken nation. They're the Israelites. But all the other Gentiles are preparing for war. Moab, Ammon, Ishmael, Elam, Esau, Amalek. So, see, even that alone proves it. See? Keep going.
and it says, "Wake up the mighty men,
Yep.
let all the men of war draw near."
Yeah, so men are drawing near. And now men are drawing near even to the border of Babylon. So, because this place is going to have problems, foreign and domestic. You see the border crisis right now. That's open season. That's showing you this is the land of unwalled villages. So Putin like, well, shit. You know what I mean? If Geraldo can get across, so can we. The UN's here. You know, the UN, the United Nations, they're here. They're ready. Y'all know about the UN, right? The UN's gonna be used too, because the UN is ushering in world peacekeepers. When you look at the word UN, which is United Nations, you flip it around, the UN becomes NU, which is new for the New World Order. So these are New World Order troops that are being brought in to usher in an agenda that the elites have planned. So this shit is about to be fist to cuff out here, man. Keep going.
And it says, "Let them come up, be your plowshares and the swords."
Yup, no more Digimon, no more Pokemon Go, no more sending iPhones and, you know, all these different exporting. Now the main focus is going to be on preservation of life, empire. We need to preserve our empire to rule. Keep going. Hence why you have allies. Hence, you know, because part of the BRICS, China is a part of BRICS, right? Brazil, Russia, India, China, South America, Iran. So they're all joining allied to preserve, because they can't do it alone. Two's better than one. So this is why nations are allying right now before the world war breaks out, so we know who's on whose side.
And it says,
And it's also position of land. If Russia is in league with India, well, now Russia can go south where India is and now be in the valley. And then it could go further to where? To South Africa, right? And then rise up with Libya, because Libya is north. And then guess what? Now they're surrounded Amalek. Now they just surrounded the land. So just like that.
A strategic chess.
Yeah, connect four. You know, perfect.
and it says, "And your pruning hooks and the spears, let the weak say I am strong."
Right, your pruning hooks. No more fishing. You know, no more going to Alaska and getting king crab. You know, now they're taking submarines to Alaska. You know, now
nukes on them.
Right, with nukes on them. Now they're taking convoys because all the other nations are no more into play. Monday Night Football. Did you hear about the Bills? Nigga, you hear about Iran? Yemen just got hit, bro. And you want to talk to me about Josh Allen?
Right.
But that's the problem with the careless city. They're going to go from careless to careful quickly. Watch. That's when the brothers, you're going to see your power. Because wisdom and knowledge will be your stability. So while you stable, you're going to be looking at you tripping. Oh my God, please, Malak, help. Right? That's when you go, you know, now you are. You know what I mean?
And it's verse 11.
Don't Jake say knowledge is power? You're going to see that knowledge is power, but the knowledge of the Lord. Keep going.
Verse 11, it says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened.
Yeah, you got the angels working on the minds of the masses too. That's why it says in Ezekiel 8, he shall think an evil thought.
38.
Oh, I'm sorry,
38,
Kawada.
yeah.
Ezekiel 38, he shall think an evil thought, and it's gonna be like a light bulb. And they're gonna know we gotta go down here, like the movie Red Dawn. If they coming in from this way, well, that's a perfect way for me to come that way. You know, never let a good crisis go to waste. Keep going.
And it says, and there, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yep, which is the Middle East, but in that peninsula, that region where the Euphrates is. Why do you think Biden withdrew from Afghanistan? Remember that? Y'all remember? See, so much shit be happening. Y'all remember like a year ago, Biden withdrew all the military? This is why. They drew out so that they can say that now they're building back up, and that's why they did that to Amalek, because we weren't in the land. So now the world needs to believe the U.S. has got to go back to the Middle East to reoccupy that land to bring peace. See? So he pulled his hand back so he could say, see, if I was there, you wouldn't have done that. Like to fund the police. I pulled the police out, then he sends a whole bunch of criminals to bring crime so he can say, see why you need me? That's what he's doing right now. How you think he's gonna bring martial law here? Because he upped the violence. The purge is now. The purge has already commenced. But that's gonna bring excuse for the rest of these peon people, the Karens and the Kens, to say, please bring military in to protect us. Oh, and at the border, armed National Guard troops are denying the federal government allowing them at the border because now Texas is fighting back from the federal government saying, come in. This place is not united no more. It's divided. The movie The Last Purge show you that. You brothers watch that? They're showing you it. They're showing you it. Keep going.
And it says, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Yup, because Isaiah 13 says the Lord of hosts mustereth the battle. The word mustereth in Isaiah 13 literally means to examine and set up troops. So the God of war, right? Didn't it say that? Exodus 15? And the God of war, he's setting up a battle right now. So this is going to be pleasing unto Yahweh B'Shem Shai. And then his son is going to come in the midst. And then they're going to have to go from fighting one another and turn and to fight a losing battle. Keep going.
Verse 13, it says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe.
Yep.
Come get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great.
So it's ready. You got just enough here. See, so we need them all in there. We need Moab in there, Amalek, we need Edom, we need Babylon, we need all of them in there because you need these nations involved so that these nations can then throw missiles at the whore. We need the whore over here, but we need these nations involved too. Because you got a lot of nations that weren't involved in certain scuffles or conflicts. So they like, well, India, like, that's none of my business. They not over here. But now Iran is being hit. But, well, who they're backing is being hit. So now you're forcing me to come in, which is ultimately the least of the flock, drawing Babylon out. You know, it's just like if you were hunting, you gotta send smoke in that burrow to bring that animal out because you can't reach it. So you gotta have a way to bring it out so you can kill it.
Fanners.
Yup, the fanners. Yup, in Jeremiah.
Verse 14, it
A
says,
couple more, about to wrap it up.
it says, multitudes in the valley of decision.
Yeah, all these nations, all the nations from Ham, Shem, and Japheth, including Edom. They say Edom's done away with, including Edom.
And it says, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. The Lord also shall whirl out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake, for the Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel.
That's it, right there. So that's all we gotta wait for. As war commences, judgments popping off through prophecy, we're gonna be hoping in the Lord while people are hoping in the mark, hoping in Esau, hoping in carnality, hoping in cans, bullets, first aid kits, bunkers. These people are going, all of them are going to be hoping in carnality, and we're going to be hoping in the spirit. And you're going to see who the Lord's chosen is in that day. We're going to trust in Yahweh Shemel Shai and not in man. He say, through thy name, we shall push down our enemy. So we're in a good stead, you know. So you brothers good? So Lord's will, you brothers and few since your sisters were edified, we want to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Kakodash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do good well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. Shalom.
Shalom.